What's the word? What's the word? First multi-stream. Hey, let's get it. Multi-stream is read-only mode. Why is it in read-only mode? This thing's taking forever. What's up, chat? Stream Elements live support. Why is it only in stream? Okay. Chat, what's the word? How we feeling today? Okay. I wonder if, let me see. Yeah, that's so late. Chat. I'm trying to, I don't know. Okay, here, hey, we live. Okay, so now let me split view. Okay. All right, chat. We are officially multi-streaming. You feel me? YouTube, what's the word? What's the word? Yo, this is crazy. All right, chat. So I tried to go live on TikTok too, but for some reason it won't go live on TikTok. So, the heck? Bro, did my stupid iPad die? Oh, this is annoying. Why did it die? This iPad is trash. I need a new iPad, bro. I just gotta get a new monitor and a PC. But chat, what's the word? What's the word? I hope everybody cooling. I hope everybody good. My stupid iPad died, so I gotta wait for that to charge back. But man, what's the word, chat? I hope everybody cool. I hope everybody good. This is the first multi-stream that's actually working. So I hope y'all can chat and do all that extra stuff. Say something in the chat if you in here so I know who's in here. What is this? Last night we let the liquor talk. I can change that. Okay, that's good. Okay, and then let me see. Tools. Scripts, no. Docs. Chat. I think it was Twitch chat. Okay. But yeah, chat. I hope everybody good. Oh, yeah, I gotta get this sharing. I need a routine, chat. So like that way. I need a streaming routine so that I know like what to do and how to do certain things. I might just have to go live on TikTok on my phone. On my phone. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm just getting it out. Last night we let the liquor talk. Uh, I would put some music on, chat, but since I'm live on YouTube, I would get copyrighted. So I can't do that until I can find out how to mute it for YouTube. And I like this too because I mean, for YouTube at least, you can sub and it's free. You don't get charged. You ain't got to pay for nothing. It's free. I like that. So, um, and with me starting out on, I mean, I started streaming on YouTube first. So, oh, I like that it brought it back. Okay, cool, cool. I like that. Why am I live twice on YouTube? That makes no sense. Wait. Um, why am I live twice on YouTube? That is so weird. Chat, does anybody know how to fix that? Let me get this out and then we're gonna get to it, chat. Uh, it's been so long since I've been live, like multi streaming. I don't know what I did, chat, because it had me. It had me. No, what am I doing? There we go. It had me like it brought up two different type of like when I put multi-stream, it had YouTube twice. So I don't know how to fix that part. I'm excited that I'm live on YouTube again because this is what I started streaming on. But hey, we live. YouTube, if y'all watching me and say something, um, I don't know. I gotta learn how to work YouTube as well, bro. I have not streamed on YouTube in so long, bro. Let me finish getting this out, chat, and then we're gonna get to it. All right. Almost done, chat. Okay, now let me go on Twitter. Almost done, chat. First multi-stream. Okay, let me go here. Is there a way that is there a way to where I can put out a link and it'll take you to both streams? Is that a thing? All right, and then I gotta make a story. Oh, I did drop a video, chat. All right, so we're good. Chat, what's the word? What's the word? Yes, sir. Man, look, this is dope. I like this, bro. I like this, chat. Let me see. Okay, so the reason why I came back to YouTube is because I started streaming on YouTube. And to me personally, YouTube is more fun and easier than Twitch. Twitch doesn't really help with small streamers getting, you know, recognized. So I started playing. Yeah, I said I started streaming on Twitch. Not Twitch. I'm sorry, YouTube. And that was where I had my first 20, viewers, 25 viewers, and they were all across the world. I told this story many times. Like they said I inspired them to stream and start doing that, even though I had just started streaming. So I always said I'm going to get back to YouTube. And so now that I'm multi-streaming, I did this before, but it didn't work because for some reason, like I can go live on YouTube and then I'll end, and then the next time I go live, it wouldn't pop up on YouTube. And so that became a thing. And I just didn't know what to do. So I was like, whenever I figure it out, I'll figure it out. So shout out to my dog, Kari. He was like, hey, this is what you do. Boom, 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 set it up. There's some stuff on YouTube. Check it out. I was like, bet. So Bar God Aspect, appreciate the follow, my G. I might just set up TikTok on my phone. I might just do that. I may not be live on there too long, but it's just until I figure out how to get TikTok live on YouTube. I mean on my, Okay. Oh, that's how you wait. Does anybody know how to work TikTok? Cause I don't know. I'm just hit go live. All right. So yeah. Last night we let the liquor talk. But yeah. Right now, chat, we are doing some just chatting. Okay. Yeah. So this is a test stream just to see how it goes. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause doing this, I'm just like, hey. So, but yeah. If y'all are watching the YouTube stream, and make sure y'all drop a comment. Let me know who's here, where you from. This is gonna be the norm now. We're gonna start multi-streaming, so that's gonna be that. If you don't have Twitch, you hop on YouTube. If you don't have YouTube, you hop on Twitch. I know a lot of people don't like ads, so to me, Twitch has the worst ads. I can't stand Twitch's ads, bro. Just because, like I said, they hit at the wrong time. I've watched many streamers where I was locked in with what they were doing, what they were saying, and boom, out of nowhere, I got a ad. And some of these streamers running 2-3 minute ads. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? And then they're like, well, stop being broke, just sub up. And I'm like, not everybody can sub up, bro. Some people fail to realize that. They get too caught up in the, want to make the money. TikTok, go ahead, do me a favor, man. Make sure y'all like the stream up. We had 2.8 likes last time. Let's get to 5K. The highest we've had like-wise is 10K on TikTok. So if we can reach that goal again, that'd be so dope. But yeah, man. We got 2 people on Twitch, 2 people on YouTube. I like that. I'm rocking with that. You feel me? So this is just get used to this. Now I ain't gonna lie. I was a little nervous. Janae, welcome to the live. I was nervous about doing this just because I didn't know how to set it up. I called my dog before this. I was like, hey, am I doing this right? He said, yeah, you got everything right. All you gotta do is just go live. I was like, all right. Cause it popped up all this extra stuff on here that I didn't know if I needed or not. So yeah, man. For YouTube, if I go to gaming, I don't know if it'll show. So I need to, I don't know. I haven't been live on YouTube in so long, bro. Like, it's been years since I've been live on YouTube. Like I said, this is why in the title it says test, because I'm nervous about this. I don't know how this is gonna go, but we just gonna get through it. Trial and error, you feel me? So let's see. God first, welcome in, y'all. Y'all just wait, bro. Just wait until we like really get big with this. We're gonna have 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 viewers. It's gonna be so dope, bro. You just gotta keep grinding. But I hope everybody had a good week. We're supposed to be getting a snowstorm here. I'm not looking forward to that, only because the last time we had a snowstorm, we were not prepared. Texas just did. They still haven't prepared since the last one we had. I was doing carpet cleaning, and 2 years after that snowstorm, people were still recovering from that. People's pipes bursted. People's homes were messed up. Foundations were messed up. Pipes were messed up. So like, it caused a lot of damage. And I don't know why Texas doesn't have basements in their homes, or at least most homes. I've been in a few where they have basements, but like typically Texas homes do not have basements. To me, that's just not smart. Because we get tornadoes too. So I'm like, if we at least have a basement in some parts of Texas get hit by a tornado, at least people have shelter. I ain't talking about the shelters like in Oklahoma where you got to go outside, run across the yard, open up the door to the separate shelter, then, close it and keep it, hope it stay locked. Y'all, welcome in. TikTok, welcome in. Make sure y'all hit the like for me, man. But yeah, so I just, I think Texas homes need to have basements, bro. My goal is to buy some, buy some own, buy my own land, build a, like a dream home. I ain't really too big on dream homes like that, but I do have a, home I would like to have built. It would definitely have a basement, and yeah. Vikings, what's good, bro? Welcome in. Make sure do me a favor, TikTok. Make sure I hit that like for me. Tap the screen. But yeah, man, I'm not looking forward to this because, like I said, we're not ready for this. And my apartment is like on a hill. So what's your favorite NFL team? I do not have an NFL team anymore. I don't. It is very stressful being an NFL fan. And it's like just the fans or NFL fans or just sports fans in general are toxic. I have a college fan. I'm a diehard. I have my team. But for y'all must know, I am from Dallas, so I did grow up a Cowboys fan. I stopped being a Cowboys fan. So yeah. I don't hate them, but it's stressful being a Cowboys fan, bro. It is stressful. Butthead White, welcome into the stream. Bro, imagine being a fan of a team that is legendary. They're the most valuable team in sports, and they never go to the playoffs or back to a Super Bowl. And then you got to hear it from everybody. Like, people hate on the Cowboys just to hate on the Cowboys. A lot of people don't have legitimate reasons why they dislike the Cowboys. It's just a hype train type of thing. It's like people who hate on LeBron. They don't have a legitimate reason. They just be like, oh, because he this, he that. I'm like, okay, that still is not a valid reason to why you dislike the man. So, yo, Star, appreciate the follow, man. TikTok, make sure y'all tap the screen for me. And if y'all want to, man, share the stream, share the live, bring some people in here, man. Let's just hang out. So I'm still nervous, chat. Like I'm nervous, bro. I'm really nervous. So I'm just going with the flow of how this stream goes until we get used to it and I fully understand how to work and maneuver around this. So yeah. Nobody want to talk in the chat, bro? TikTok, I'm not gonna stay live on here long just because I want to figure out how to get TikTok working with the multi-stream. So if for anybody that's music fans, I hope there are some J. Cole fans watching. I'm getting his vinyl. I've never bought a vinyl in my life. I'm getting his vinyl. This album is gonna be tough. I listened to this track 2, which is an interesting title for a song. But I listened to it. I liked it. I've never heard anybody rap their life backwards. That, bro. That dog. And then apparently he said he letting it loose. Ain't no chains holding him back. So if we get, I'm not saying it's gonna be another beef, but like if we get some jabs at some people about some stuff, he's not holding back. So me personally, I think Cole the toughest rapper in the game, bro. And I'm a Drake fan, and I'm a Kendrick fan, but a lot of people think just because J. Cole backed out the Big 3 beef, they think he weak for that. And I'm here to tell y'all don't know nothing about what y'all think y'all know. That's like Bron, Kobe, and Jordan. And Bron backed out because he was like, I can beat both of y'all. Kari, what's good, bro? Yeah, we Moti, my boy. You feel me? Kari, if on YouTube, 2K, Jay, no, I don't play 2K, bro. Welcome to the live though. It has me live on YouTube, two different lives, bro. So I gotta figure out why it's because it wouldn't let me go live unless I did like both of them. I didn't think it meant nothing, but then I looked on my channel and it has me live with two screens. I'm like, why does it do that? But we live, my boy. Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, Jay, bro, I don't play 2K no more, bro. I can't stand 2K. Don't worry, that's normal. Okay, bet. It did, but the first time I did multi-stream, it didn't do that. But there was an issue to where I was live, but it didn't show the live. So I don't know. I'm nervous, bro. I'm nervous, dog, because like I said, I don't know what to expect. I'm out of my comfort zone. So I've been one thing I want to tell y'all. I want y'all to get used to being uncomfortable. I want you to become comfortable being uncomfortable. I'll get with you on that. You can turn it off. Yeah, I need to know how to do that. I had to learn, bro. The more uncomfortable you become, the more opportunities you get in life. Why? Because that means you're going to be open-minded to things, and being open-minded is you getting out of your comfort zone because you're going to step into something different, something new. And if you don't know, hey, I didn't, bro. I thought growing up, I was like, bro, my whole life, I was going to the NFL, bro. Like, I was from Pee-wee up to college. Like, I eat, sleep, and breathe football. I didn't want to do nothing else. I didn't care about getting into nothing else. Now, I ran track, and I was on a step team, but my mom wanted me to play baseball. I was like, baseball was weak. Basketball was weak. I didn't start basketball till I was in like 4th grade. Then I got to high school, and then I didn't make the team because our basketball coaches were very actually our entire coaching staff at our school was very political. But they sucked. So I'm glad I went on that. And then our track team was decent. But I didn't even know what streaming was. I didn't know what YouTube was. I knew what YouTube was, but I didn't know YouTube would be what it is now. Mind y'all, I grew up with all this. So as I got older, all this stuff started becoming a thing. Cell phones became a thing. Gaming became a thing. Streaming became a thing. Like, I didn't know what streaming was until 2019. Yeah, 2019 is when I discovered what streaming was. Twitch was already a thing. Like, it was there, but it's not what it is now. I did all three. Truth, yeah, bro. Yes, bro. I was gonna go to college. I went to go to college. I was gonna pledge when I got to college. I was gonna become a Kappa, but I ended up going to a junior college, and I ended up I got academic suspension my freshman year. But yeah, bro, I didn't think I would become a streamer. I didn't think I would become a YouTuber. Like, football and video games were just like, that was me. Then I got into cars right after high school. One of my coworkers had a car, which was the car I had until last year, and it was taken. But yeah, bro. Yeah. But that's why y'all and I never thought I'd become an actor either. Me and my mom had this conversation the other day. When she was younger, she was approached to do modeling and be she was offered a role in a movie, but she didn't have anyone to take her, and so then she didn't get to go. And so that kind of happened to me when I was younger. I was like 17 or 18, I was offered a role for a Disney audition, which is what I wanted. Growing up, I always wanted to be on Disney. Well, let me not say always, but like the more shows I watched, I was like, okay, I want to get into acting and like I want to, pop it off with Disney. But I didn't have anyone to take me. Even though I was like of age, they said you still needed a adult chaperone or adult supervision with you. And I didn't get that. So like I said, I started my first acting gig in 2019 as well. And it was right before COVID. And I got one of the main roles in the show. It's on Prime Video. I ended up getting one of the main roles. Then I did 2 more projects after that. I was in a movie on Tubi, and then there was another movie I was on, but I never got information on that one because the director was tweaking. I told the director, I was like, because I got there at like 6, I think, 6 or 7 that evening. And bro, I didn't leave until 4 in the morning. And I was like, yo, I have work in the morning. I was like, am I good to go once I'm done with what I need to do? He was like, yeah, you're good. You're fine. He said, I appreciate you. Like, they were cool. They were nice. And I was like, cool. I did my scene, did what I need to do. And then, it got darker. Now I messed up because I showed up in shorts and just a t-shirt because that day it was warm. And then that night it got cold. So it's like 4 in the morning and, it started getting chilly. So I was like, shoot, I ain't got no jacket. I ain't had no jacket in the car, no no pants or nothing. So I had asked the director, I was like, yo, is it cool if I just, sit in the car and, kind of warm up? He said, yeah, you're good. You're good. So they're doing the scenes with everybody else. An hour 2 go by. I'm like, all right, I gotta get home. Mind you, I was in downtown Dallas, bro. This movie was shot in downtown Dallas. You love acting? I do too, bro. I miss acting so much. I'm about to get back into an acting class. I gotta sign up for this. I was a varsity theater in high school. See, I didn't even know they had a varsity theater. Like, what? I did no acting in high school, bro. I did no acting in high school. It was just football, track, and step. But I did take honors guitar. But I'm in the car and I asked the director. I had, texted whoever I needed to text. Or I just ended up talking to somebody. I was like, yo, I have work in a few hours. Is it cool if I can go? He was like, yeah, you can go. You're good. Appreciate you. I was like, all right, cool. So I dipped. I had to go to work. District competition. They had district competitions in acting? I did not know that. See, I didn't want to do UIL, bro. That's why I stopped playing honors guitar because they wanted us to do UIL. I didn't want to do UIL. I just wanted to learn how to play the guitar. So I ended up dropping that class, I think. But so I had hit up the director and I was like, yo, I appreciate the opportunity. I was like, I look forward to any future projects with you guys. And he was like, yeah, we're not working with you again. I was like, why not? He was like, you are very unprofessional. I was like, how was I unprofessional? And then I got no response. I'm a firm believer in communication, bro. If there is an issue, open your mouth and communicate with somebody so that the situation can be resolved. If you as a grown adult cannot communicate to somebody what an issue is, you need some growing up to do. That's just, I believe. I don't care what nobody say, bro. People can say it however they want, but if you cannot communicate, you need to grow up. There's a lot of grown adults that do not know how to communicate and talk to people. And a lot of these people are in professional industries. Some of these people own businesses. and they don't know how to talk to people. So TikTok, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Really, it's really dead. So I'm gonna go live. What's today? Third Wednesday. I'm gonna go live Friday again. So TikTok, I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm staying live on YouTube and Twitch though. But yeah, bro. I'll show you some pics in Discord. All right, bet. But yeah, so yeah, I gotta, once I get this, I wanna learn, or I wanna start getting more gigs again. Cause acting is so much fun. And then once you get once you get your first big role, oh my goodness, that's what I'm waiting for. That's why I wanna get more, I wanna build more of my portfolio. I need to get headshots because the headshots I took were weak. You know, it was me, you know, my first time learning about, you know, being in the acting industry and all that. And so now I just want to build my portfolio, get better headshots. And then from there, then I'll go out and I'll start auditioning more and getting things, getting connections. Cause chat, I want to do like commercials. I want to do like the big movies too. But this lady, she was an actor with me as well. She asked me, do you love acting, or do you want to be in Hollywood? And she said, there's no wrong or right answer. I just want you to, answer it honestly with yourself. At the time, in my head at the time, acting was Hollywood. Like, that's how I looked at it. So I was like, I want to be in Hollywood. But in my head, I'm saying I want to act in Hollywood. So she was like, okay, well, that's fine. But you need to understand, what you're signing up for. Then once she said that, chat, that's when the whole Diddy thing happened. I was like, oh, yeah. So then that's when I kind of altered my thought process about it. So I don't want to be in Hollywood. I just want to act, bro. Because in big movie roles, chat, it's so hard getting consistent roles and gigs. But I learned it's better to build your portfolio with commercials, because you can get more commercials because they're always looking for people. You can always get more commercials, and it'll be good to land a movie. But commercials pay good too. Commercials pay really good. But I found out this was the early season. If anybody watched Stranger Things, when it was the first season, it was an interview they did. They said those kids, bro, chat, those kids earned, I think it was like a ballpark, I think it was like $856,000 per episode, chat. Per episode. That is some money. Kari, exactly, bro. Exactly. And in 2019, my director gave me a script. I don't know what I did with the script, chat. I don't know if I threw it away or if I kept it, but it was the very first script I was ever given. You will never believe what the title of this script was. And when I had got this script, I had just missed the audition for this role. The name of the role, or of the show, was called Snowfall. If y'all know what Snowfall is, that at the time, that was one of the biggest shows that was out. I had that script. I didn't know what it was at the time. I didn't know it would be what it is now. But I was like, bro, I have that script. Real ones know? Yeah. I was like, bro, I have that script. So, yeah, the show had just aired shortly after that. And then I had 50 Cent came to Dallas. He was doing like a tour of his new alcohol that he had coming out. So he was going all over, the United States, and he's doing pictures and things with people just, promote it. So where I lived at the time, I lived in Addison, Texas, which I want to move back to. He was at this liquor store, literally 2 minutes, like literally chat 2 minutes down the road from where I was at. So I hopped in the whip. I drove down there. I walked in and it's packed. I'm not a glazer. And this is before glazing was a thing, but I did not, what's the right word I'm looking for? I did not expect there to be that many people there. Cause it was, like I said, it was just a meet and greet, take pictures, and you out. Bro, when I walked into that store, chat, mind you, it's a small liquor store. There was a line cutting through the entire store. And there was this big old black tent in the middle of the store, and it was facing the back of the store. So 50 was standing in that tent, and he had the photographers, and the line went from the cash register and it snaked all the way to the tent. In a small liquor store, chat, there was dang near 200 people there. And in order to take a picture with 50, you had to buy a bottle of liquor. It didn't matter what the liquor was. It could have been his, or it could have been anything. That was how you got to, but I think that was their way of like making their money back, because I think they had to pay 50 to do, the thing there. So they was like, all right, well, we got to make this money back somehow. And I don't drink. So I'm like, okay, is this picture really this important? And this was right when I started acting too, chat. So this was when 50 came out with Power. Was it Power? I think it was Power. It was either Power, or I think it's another show 50 got. But it was one of those shows he had just came out with. And I wanted to tell him, like, hey, I'm a new actor. I would love to, get an audition for one of your projects. That was the whole plan. Never happened. So fast forward to now, where I work at a poker house, and it's a lot of people with a lot of, now chat, it's a lot of people with a lot of I'm talking big money that come and play daily. I'm talking CEOs, rappers, athletes, business owners, like, bro. So I'm cool with one of the players there. He's a rapper, and I don't know if I should say his name, but he has a song with Hurricane Chris that is currently going viral on TikTok right now. And he just did a song with another big artist. And he told me he's going on tour with 50. And I'm like, what are the odds? What are the chances? And so I told him the last time I saw him, I was like, hey, I had a dream that you brought 50 up in here. And 50 was like, hey, you ready? You ready for your dream to come true? I was like, heck yeah. I chunked the deuce. But I've always thought about that. Like when I was working, I used to look outside. Every time I would see, I was a dreamer. I say it like that. I was one of those. I was a dreamer, chat. Whenever I would look in the sky and I would see a plane fly over, in my head, I'm like, somebody is on that plane flying to their dream for the rest of their life. And I kept telling myself, one day that's gonna be me. One day my opportunity is gonna come to me and be like, are you ready? I'm gonna be at work like, yup, I'm gonna holler at y'all. So that's why I'm grinding, Chad. That's why we mostly streaming. Like, one thing I learned, and this is why I don't give up. One thing that I learned is that when you consistently do what you're doing and you don't stop, eventually you're gonna get a reward. Two, you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. I say that because a few years ago I was playing, I had just started like arena football. And we went to Vegas and we played the Vegas Kings. And we were in the hotel. Or no, we were in a hotel and we had to go in a room and the coach was giving the jerseys or whatever. And the coach said, "What is your name?" And I told him my name. He was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "I know you." I'm like, "How do you know me?" He was like, "You went to so-and-so high school, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I'm cool with the principal there," which I was too. And he was like, "We used to go to the games and I used to ask, who's that kid with the arm?" Because at the time I was like 5'9", 175. I was little. He was like, "Who's this small quarterback with his arm?" And it was like, "Oh, that's so-and-so." And mind you, I lost the starting position to a quarterback who ended up going to Baylor and did really well. He was going to be a first, second round draft pick, but he ended up he had a gruesome leg injury and he had to get neck surgery. So he had no choice but to retire from football. But he was like, in high school, he was like 6'4", 6'3", like 200, like I'll say about 210, 220. So he was a average quarterback size. Me, I couldn't even see over the line. And our line was like 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot. So so I ended up, being moved positions, but that's why I say, you never know who's watching. Even with this right now, somebody's watching and I don't know. Somebody is watching. Somebody is saying something to somebody about, hey, check this dude out. He could be something. If he stays consistent, he could be something. So yeah, bro. But chat, that's why I say, man, you never give up on what you want. Because I believe that we are not meant to. I don't think we're meant to work for people. I honestly believe that. I don't think we're meant to work a 9 to 5. Even though America said, and in the Bible it also says a man that doesn't work doesn't eat, which is definitely true. But I think we all have a purpose for a reason. And that's why a lot of people are miserable, because they're not living in their purpose. They're just working a job that they don't like. And they're just going through the day just to go home. That's it, just to go home. Go to work, go home. And so I learned that you should work when you get off work. You should work when you get off work. I'm letting y'all know right now, I'm exhausted, bro. Like, my eyes are heavy, chat. And I had to tell myself, I'm like, bro, I haven't gone live. This is the first day I've gone live this week. I have not gone live at all yet. And part of it was because it's multi-stream. I didn't know if my patience would be able to handle it. So I was like, you know what, screw it. And like I said, shout out to my dog Kari, because Kari, I hit him up. He was like, hey, everything you got is set up right. All you gotta do is hit live. I was like, are you sure? He was like, yes, you're good, bro. So I hit live. Sometimes, bro, and I'm not saying this because I'm saying this because I struggle with this too. There's gonna be days where you tired, you don't feel like it, and right hand of God, even to this day, there's times where I don't get up and I don't work towards what I want or what I'm striving to because I'm tired. And when you do that, you're allowing other people to surpass you. So I got to do better on my own with being consistent. I got to stick to my schedule of streaming and uploading. So that's why I went live today, and I go live every other day during the week. So I want y'all to remember that I go live every other day. Every other day, not every other week, every other day. So I'm off on I'm off Sundays and Mondays. So I'm gonna go live on Mondays, and then it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I want to stick to that schedule. I haven't been consistent to it, but I want to stick to that schedule. I could do Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, but I do work those days. And plus, my acting classes that I'm about to start is at 6:30 and it's 3 hours, bro. So, and it's in downtown Dallas. So, yeah, by the time I even get back, it'll probably be 10 p.m. Because everybody named Mama know Dallas traffic is horrible. Dallas traffic is horrible. So, yeah, bro. But I want this though. I really want this. So nobody gonna hold my hand. I gotta get it. And I was gonna tell y'all too, chat. I already told Kari this. My merch is being put. Ooh. Chat, look at this. This is my bro. He put this on his TikTok. Bruh. Dude. Oh, wow. Bro, I've never in my life seen a Bugatti. People have sent me pictures. I've been to car shows. I used to go to Cars and Coffee. And if you've ever been to Cars and Coffee, all the exotic, like all the top tier supercars, they show up at the end of the show. So like everybody leaving, they coming in because one is too crowded. Like, yeah, you have Ferraris, McLarens, Porsches, Lamborghinis, Aston Martins, Ferraris, like those kind of cars there. But the big dogs, Koenigsegg, Bugatti, Lycan, like them upper echelon cars, they come at the end when it's not so packed and they ain't got to worry about, because they don't stay long. They'll come in and leave. So the time I used to work at this BMW dealership, it was the biggest one we have here. I was a detailer there. So me already working there, I always used to want to work there because that's where the car show was. So me working there, I got up one day, and I used to be part of a car club too. So we would get up at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. chat. The show starts at 9 a.m. But you gotta get up at 4 a.m. because if you do not, and you try to get there at 8, or you try to leave the house at 8 a.m., you're not gonna be able to park in the show, and you're not getting parking anyway. We've had to park I wish, chat, before I started really vlogging and doing YouTube, I did everything that people do now, like content wise. But before YouTube and all, this was just a life. Like this was just life. This was just you going and enjoying it for just because you enjoyed it. This wasn't to put it on YouTube. Like you didn't see nobody with a camera. The only camera you saw was people's phones. That's it. That was as big as it got. But I was in a car club. We went to car shows. We went to car meets. And I never thought to like, you know what? Let me get a camera and let me just start vlogging this. My YouTube channel would have probably been big right now if I did that, because I had a project car. I was always hanging out with somebody car related. I made friends with people who knew people that had the big cars at the time, Lamborghini, Ferraris, those kind of cars. And now it's just like, it's not watered down, but it's so normal now. Chat, my first time going, my first time like vlogging at a car meet, this was 2 years ago. This was 20, no, I'm gonna say it's 22, 23. I went to a car show in my hometown, and it wasn't with this camera. I didn't have this camera, but I had just bought a tripod and I was vlogging with my phone. And people were looking at me like I was crazy. And chat, mind you, YouTube is already, YouTube is already a thing. Vlogging is a thing now. Like, it's already been set in stone. People looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, look, bruh. But I didn't let it get to me. I kept vlogging. And yeah, I met a dude that had he had a Fast and Furious Supra, fully built from head to toe, fully built. And it was right hand drive. And I was like, it was so tough. And it was actually the Fast and Furious actual, like not the actual Supra, like the same build, same color, decals, all that. And his homie had an RX-7. So I was like, oh, y'all still in the show. And then of course they had my dream cars. They had the Evos, Skylines, all that. And so, yeah, bro, I was like, I like this. It was fun. And then I did one with my cousin. I took my cousin to a car meet. And then I did a vlog there. So that's what I really want to get back to. I want to get back to going to car shows and car meets. But the car scene is just so watered down now, bro. It doesn't, like, the car scene is not what it was in 2013. It's just not. Like, I had a homie who was in high school that had a 180 SX, or an S13 for people who don't know. I didn't know what that car was, but I liked the car at the time. And the car was, it wasn't raggedy, but it was a project car. If you know, you know. So, I knew him. I want to say I knew him towards, like, because we ended up working together. But I also knew him towards the end of high school. And so he was into the car scene already. I wasn't. And I didn't know nothing about cars. I didn't know nothing about the car scene. Even though I was a car guy, I didn't know nothing about it until I got into it 2013. 2013, bro, Kari, we had in Plano, we had 2 major lots. I'm talking like Target, Walmart parking lots, side by side, packed out with cars. It was like 1,500 cars there, bro. From a project car to a Ferrari and a Lamborghini and any car in between that. I'm like, bruh. And it was so much fun. Chad, you got to see some of the coolest builds. And it's what made it so much fun because everybody was different. Nobody did what they do now. There was no, this is when Mustangs were notorious for hitting crowds. And then that's kind of what started like going, watering down the car scene. Then people started becoming entitled, judging other people's cars. And it was always the people who didn't have a car. That was the crazy part. It wasn't the people who, like, you had some people who had a car and it just wasn't nice. But it was a majority of people that didn't even have a car. Like, they rode with somebody there. And then you always had those people who like, do a burnout, send it. You had those people. Then you had the people who actually did the burnout and sent it. You had the people who did donuts. And then they would just do it at every show and not show, but every car meet. Then they ended up having a car show at my job, bro. I used to work for Best Buy. They ended up having a car meet at my job. And I didn't get off until like 9 or 10. So by the time I got out there, the car meet was over with. And I was pissed because I missed the car meet. And I couldn't go outside. So then, bro, like the highlight for me was like I was part of 2 car clubs. When we used to actually host real car meets as a group, a car club. We used to host car meets. And then we would like, I became friends with some other people outside of the group. And then we used to go to their house or their apartment and like you would pull in and it's like none but stance cars throughout the, parking spots in the apartment. And these were fully built show cars. I was like, oh, it was so pretty. Then we would walk into the, the apartment. Everybody's there having a good time. They got car videos on TV, ordering pizza, people playing. Like, it was just a vibe, bro. And then egos came into play. People started being judgmental, being disrespectful. People started trying to ruin people's hustles and grinds and businesses, and fights started happening. And then the bigger car clubs, like the ones that actually go to car shows and enter the shows and actually win, then they had their requirements of like I'll give you an example. One car team, I'm not gonna say the name of them, but they had a requirement that like every few months you had to change a mod on your car. Like, that was a requirement, chat. You couldn't just build your car and that's it. No, you had to have a actual like consistent change to your car. And some people didn't like that because building a car is expensive, bro. Especially if you're going for like the real authentic car parts and you trying to build some power, you trying to do that kind of thing, bro. Like, chat. I don't know, like, it just, we had it was one dude we knew. He ended up moving to Hawaii. And before he left, we asked him, we was like, what do you need to do in order to be, like team hangouts that you had to go to? And some people didn't agree with it, but it was their team and it was their rules. And so if you didn't like it, hey, you ain't have to join. But yeah, that happened. And then like the car meet they stopped becoming more entertaining and started becoming more of a trend and like a train, like a bandwagon. Like, people started doing like the less is more look. People started rocking certain type of wheels. Everybody want to be stance. Like, People got real picky and judgmental of other people. And then a lot of people who had the nicer cars stopped coming to car meets because, especially where I was from, cops used to come and shut it down, and they were rude. You could not go to another spot without somebody hating or the cops being there. So then the car meets became like what I call them, a used car lot meet, because most of the cars were stock, dirty, dented panels. Like it didn't look like a car meet. It just looked like if you was at a Walmart parking lot. That's what it looked like. So, for me, when I lost my car broke. So I kept that car, but I didn't have money to get it fixed. So it's set for years. I ended up getting a second car, which was a Honda Accord. That was just to get me to work, stuff like that. So that's what I normally went to, car meets and car shows in. And not having that and being around other people who had their car and seeing how, excited and joyful they were kind of made me depressed. And so I almost crashed out at a car show one time. And I had, some of the homies were sitting in my car. I was like, hey, just get out. I'm finna leave. It was like, why? They kind of playing. I was like, bro, I literally had to just breathe. I was like, just get out of my car. And I left. I wasn't happy. I was like, I don't have my car. I didn't feel like I didn't feel like I fit in at the time. So I went home, and then from there, that's kind of where like life kind of like went a different direction. And like I said, I ended up losing my car because of my apartment. I told that story many times. So now I do have a car, but it's not a car I plan on modding or building. It's just to get me to work. But I will get a job to where I will be able to make enough money to put to the side and get a different car. Get one of my dream cars. My next car, I plan on having my dream car. I don't care what people say. I don't care about you need one that's gonna be pointed upon me. I got that car already. I want to get back into the car scene. I want to get back into driving a cool car, hearing an exhaust, shifting gears. I want to build the motor. I want to build the trans. I want to boost the car. Like I want a turbo. I want all that stuff. So I'm just putting it out there, chat. We're gonna get back there. I'm the first car I might get is between the Evo and S15 or any Skyline. One of them three. I think the S15 are cheaper than the Skyline and the Evo. Because I think an Evo, even just a basic Evo, go for like 45. And the S15 goes for like 30, 35. Then of course the Skyline, don't even get me started on the Skyline. If you want a decent Skyline, you're paying minimum 50, 55. So I think that I'll start off, if I can, start off with the S15. It's right-hand drive, and it's a beautiful car, chat. If y'all have never driven a right-hand drive car, you missing out. And even in my apartment, I got 3 Subarus, the new 400R, Challengers, there's a lot of there's car people in my apartment complex. We got some Racers, of course, but hey, I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of hearing flybys. I'm tired of hearing revs. Like there's a dude in here got a motorcycle. At 2 a.m, he's revving his bike to the red line. I want to pick up a brick and just throw it at him. I'm like, one, you got a motorcycle. Relax. Nobody cares about motorcycles like that, except for motorcycle people. Like, relax. And then I got this busted up. There's this busted up Challenger that be flying through here, and it sounds so horrible. It's the first Challenger that ever came out. See, there goes Subaru right there passing. Yeah, bro. But yeah, I get why people hate when people wherever they cuss. Me personally, if you don't have a inline six, like a 2JZ, an RB, or a V10 or V12, you should not be revving your car or your bike. Don't even get me started on the trucks. I'm so tired of them. But yeah, bro. So yeah. Should we get on the game, chat? I know I've been yapping for a little minute. I think we'll do that. We'll play some Battlefield, bro. Let me change this. Let me see if it's showing on YouTube. I hope it does. Perfect. Okay, cool. So let me do this. No, not that. I'll play some Battlefield. I need more games to play too. But these companies, they just don't make good games anymore, bro. Like, these games are boring. I'm tired of playing just nothing but competitive gaming because people cheat. The games, they're halfway, developed. Like, bring back single player games and like where you don't have to like the single player games, chat, were games that companies really they really focus on making sure the game was good. Because back then we didn't have online. So I'm saying it like I'm old. I'm only 32, chat. So I'm starving, chat. Baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet.
charge set on objective Bravo. All squads, sector communications are under threat. Move to defensive positions now.
Okay. Why can I let...
Hostiles are inbound. Hold them here and defend the sector.
Oh, there's a tank.
Who's got rockets?
They got 2 tanks? How sweaty can you be? You have 2 tanks? Really? 2 tanks? That's why I don't like playing these modes, bro. People like... People are so scary, bro.
Enemy charges set on objective Alpha.
This game is so cinematic too, Chad. It's ridiculous. I gotta find a clip. I was running through some destruction and it looked like a movie. No way. Why did I stop shooting? Why did I stop shooting? And we're losing too, but they always put you in like the matches. I get put on the losing team every match, bro. This is why I'd rather like put me in a game that's just starting. Don't put me in a game that's where they losing. Oh, here you go. Like, that ain't fair to me. Y'all trying to make me think that I'm trash. I'm not trash. You thought you slick. I didn't even see him. Okay. We're not winning this. I already know we're not winning this, bro. Yeah, sit down, stupid.
Hostile explosive set on Bravo.
The building's supposed to collapse, ain't it?
We've taken out the enemy charges on Bravo.
I hate snipers, bro.
Enemy charges set on objective Alpha.
Hello.
Enemies destroyed Alpha.
How did I not see him?
Objective Bravo.
Like that's the only thing about this game. You do not see them. Like, bro, they blend in so crazy, bro. See, again, it's the sniper. Like all they do is snipe, bro. This man said not even fun. Tell you, bro, people ruin gaming. Then they like it's just toxic, bro. I am still gonna get The Last of Us chat, and I'm definitely gonna stream that. Like I've watched people play it. It's such a good game. I didn't want to. Why couldn't I? Oh.
Net call. This is final sector. Our defenses must hold.
Again, I'm looking. These head glitches, bro.
Hostiles have armed explosives on Bravo.
Yeah, how about that truck? They gave him the kill.
Be advised, the enemy has taken out objective Bravo.
Yeah, we lost this, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna end it right here, chat. I'm hungry and I'm tired, bro. WWW first multi-stream, bro. Appreciate those that came through. I'm tired and I'm cold and hungry, so I'm finna get off, eat, and lay down. I will be live. What is today? Wednesday? I'll be live Friday. So yeah, make sure y'all hit the notification bell. Make sure y'all hit if you haven't, sub up for YouTube. It's free. You ain't gotta, really worry about nothing. Like on Twitch and all that. So appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all have the Enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Have a safe evening. Make sure y'all pray, eat, tell somebody you love them. I'm gonna holla.